Hey guys, Pyker here, and welcome back to another episode of Kerbal Reach. We're on episode 49 of this lovely series, and we are heading towards Moho at a blistering speed right now, and we might actually be able to get into an eccentric orbit this time. Or get into a capture orbit, sorry. Excuse me, capture orbit. But yeah, so we have plenty of fuel, I think, to at least slow us down enough to get us into a pretty damn eccentric orbit. And we'll go from there. But we're going to get into the sphere of influence first and hopefully be able to gather some science and send it back before we have to actually get our maneuver in or our maneuver on. I'm just really hoping that we have enough fuel to do all this. I'm hoping that our Poodle engine has enough fuel to at least get us into a capture orbit, because that is the important part. Okay, we are in. Okay, so what are we looking at for a slowdown here? Ooh, this isn't looking good. Oh no, that's probably not going to happen. I mean, we're going really fast. Maybe. Oh, this is probably going to turn out horribly. We need to start slowing down, like, right now. So we're going to do that. So let's go retrograde and see if we can just fire our engine to see if this will help slow us down at least a little bit, you know? I'm actually going to run... I'm going to run at, like, not even a quarter speed. We're gonna just burn and just try to slow ourselves down in relation to Moho, because we are coming in really hot right now. So what we'll do, hopefully, I think they're on here somewhere. There we go. We'll log the... we can't do the log temperature. Damn it! Can we do anything else while we're out here? We have a materials bay, or a mystery goo, rather. I can't see inside here. Do we have lights on this thing? We do not. Okay. I'm not seeing anything useful to me currently. Yeah, all we have is the temperature. At least that's the way it looks. Let's take a look around the satellite here. This thing is essentially just for can we do a mystery goo? Let's check the mystery goo. High over Moho, 80 sign 24 if we transmit it, which isn't enough for in my personal opinion. Okay, good. The Moho periaps is actually going up. I was kind of worried that it might try to what's the word I'm looking for? Oh yeah, we're going way too fast. Holy crap. I wasn't expecting to be going this fast, to be honest. But if I run at very low speed, we get a little bit more efficiency out of this engine. I mean, granted, we're not going to have a ton of it, but I'd rather try to slow us down as much as possible with the amount of fuel we have now, and do it now, because if we have to finish the capture orbit with the Xenon engines, we'll have to do it with... we have to have a lot of time to be able to do it. So I'm going to try to, go about this as best as I know how to, which isn't a lot. I really don't know that much about trying to slow down and doing stuff like this, so let's just take a look and see how close we're getting to Moho here. We're actually spinning out of control wildly. We'll throw it up to a third. We'll throw it up to a third thrust, and maybe that'll help. I'm fine with being, super far away from Moho. That doesn't bother me at all. I'm just worried about actually getting into a capture orbit with this thing, because if we went down to our periaps to slow ourselves, there would be no way in hell that we'd actually be able to capture around Moho. So I'm hoping that the fact that we're burning up so high and far away from Moho is that we'll actually be able to slow down enough to get into orbit. I'm really worried about this now. Took us so damn long to get our satellite all the way out here. I really don't want to just fly past Moho and that be the end of it. So I'm hoping that we can actually set up a SCANsat around it. We're burning through fuel, but we're not burning through it, ridiculously quickly. We're also slowing down nicely. We're not slowing down at a very slow pace or anything. We're actually slowing down, I think, pretty reasonably. I wish I could fast forward and have it not wobble out of control. There it's going again, starting to wobble again. I don't know why it's wobbling. I really don't like that, though. Now our periapse is going back down, which is fine. As long as we stay around 500 kilometers above the surface, I'll be happy in that general area. We've got a large amount of wiggle room here, but again, this is the entire worry here is to blow past Moho, which is a likely possibility. Now, if we set up one now, what's it telling me? It's still going to be we still have to slow down ridiculous. We have to slow down so much to even get into a reasonable capture. 4,000. That's still looking a little bad. That's like the biggest orbit that we could be in currently, and we still need 4,000 meters per second of delta V to get into an orbit here. But if we're burning at, you know, a third thrust, and man, this might not be a successful capture, guys, just so you're aware. Let's see if we can fast forward and like not have it wobble on us too much. Oh, there it goes again, wobbling. I really don't like that. Well, anyways, since we're waiting and we're just gonna have this guy burn like very, very low speeds here, let's wrap for a minute here. So recently we just hit just over 200 subscribers, which I cannot thank all of you enough for giving me for getting me up to 200 subscribers. I mean, I know it's not a huge milestone, and I know that there's Let's Players out there that get, that are at 100,000 or 50,000 or whatever. But the fact that I even have 200 of you guys watching these videos is extremely, it's very, very, very nice, and I really, really do appreciate it. I mean, I don't know what to say. I don't know what I could do that would I can't think of the word, that would show you guys my appreciation. I'm going to do a 200 subscriber video, which I'm actually going to do today. I am currently building a 22-foot super pipe at my current job, and today is my last day off. And today being, what the hell is today? January 13th, 2015. This is my last day off until probably February sometime. Probably mid-February will be the next time I actually get a day off. So there might not be there. I'm right now. I'm literally recording about 20 videos to just archive, so I have videos for you guys to watch for at least a little while I can't record. So there will be a point in time where there won't be any videos uploaded. I'm just letting you guys know now that there may be, there's more than likely going to be a time when there's videos won't be uploaded because I just won't have time to record any. I'll be working, 10, 15-hour days, 7 days a week. I'm going to be working from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. at the latest every day until February probably. So it's just something that happens every year. If you guys have been following me since last winter, is you know that's the score as to what happens to me in the winter. So like I said, I have videos. I'm doing a giant recording session today. I've been recording for about 4 hours so far, and I've got probably about 10 more episodes to record. So I'm getting a pretty big recorded archive up. So I will have videos for you guys for at least a little while, at least the next 2-3 weeks. And then there might be like a week or two where there aren't any videos because I just don't have time to record them. So just so you guys know, that's just future reference for you guys. So you're not surprised whenever there aren't any videos uploaded. But we'll explain more of that in the 200 subscriber video, which I'm going to be doing today as well. Probably after I do all my main recordings. I pretty much got all the episodes I want to record for Kerbal Space Program. I think I'm going to do one more. And then I got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have to record 5 for Prison Architect, and then I have to record 5 more for Long Dark. So I've got some work to do today. It's probably going to take the rest of the day, probably till about 10 o'clock tonight. And I'm going to try to get all that done today, so you guys have some videos to watch while I'm doing the work that I am required of. we're almost out of fuel here. Once this thing burns away, we're just going to decouple it and fire our xenon engines as hard as they could possibly go. And we are out of fuel. Yep, we're out of fuel. Okay, let's disconnect and hopefully fire up our xenon engines here. Oh wait, we should probably actually start these engines up. There we go. Oh wow, that's that's not doing much at all. Oh, we're not using any of our electric charge really. We're definitely burning a lot through our xenon gas, which is unfortunate, but we are running at full capacity, which is a solid 6 kilonewtons of thrust, I think. Let's see. No, 10 kilonewtons of thrust. Holy crap. Oh man, that's funny. All right, well, hopefully I'll be able to... Actually, it's going down pretty well. It's still going down about as fast as it was whenever I was using the Poodle engine, so we might actually be able to get into an orbit with this thing. Now, maybe, if now the fact that we're separated from that other engine, we might actually be able to fast forward without having it wobble uncontrollably. Oh man, we are coming in super hot. That is unfortunate. But it looks, I think we'll be okay, to be honest. So let's fast forward here and see what happens. See if we can... It still wants to wobble, but we could kind of control a little bit better now. Ooh. No more wobbling. Okay. Nope. Let's go to the map. So we can keep an eye on our periaps still. I want to be coming in very, very... as slowly as I possibly can. So we can get into a capture orbit, which is looking pretty damn good, if I do say so myself. I'm actually really, really excited. Because we're looking good. We're really far away from Moho, but that's not a big deal at all. I mean, we are burning quite quickly through our xenon gas, but we're not even through 600 units of it yet, and we have 2,000 more to go. So we might actually be in a pretty good position here. I'm gonna get this get our orbital speed down to probably like 500 meters per second, and then we'll fast forward to our periaps and see what kind of orbit we get into. Which we should be able to actually get into an orbit, which I am actually really, really excited about. I'm surprised that I actually managed to give this satellite enough delta V to do this. I'm like really impressed with myself. This was just kind of a educated guess on the amount of thrust that we needed to get into orbit and whatnot. 5,000 kilometers up, and we're still looking good. I am really, really, really happy about this, if I do say so myself. I gotta write down a note here. Oh, wrong word. There we go. Okay. I mean, our maneuver node that I set up earlier is almost down to nothing, which means that we used at least 500 or 5,000 meters per second worth of delta V. And it looks like we still got plenty to get us into orbit. We're a little bit about half a tank with our xenon gas, which is fine with me. We're actually coming in slower, or coming in close now, and we're actually almost on a polar orbit, which is perfect. Get this thing down to maybe like 200 kilometers, like right there. Looks good to me. I mean, look, I mean, before when we started, it was just a straight line, and we're down to 680 meters per second around Moho. I think we'll be able to get into orbit pretty damn easily, if I do say so myself. Get rid of that. Let's get rid of this too and set up a new one. See what we can do here. How much is that? 252 meters per second, which I think we can pull off. It's an estimated burn of 55 seconds. I think we got this, guys. I think we got it. We got 5 xenon engines that are going to be working in our favor here. So let's just fast forward down to, I think we're still in. Yeah, we are. Let's fast forward down and see if we can actually get into an orbit here around Moho, which I am super, super, super excited about. This is our first interplanetary mission that has been successful. The only problem is that we're now on the dark side of the planet. Well, that could be very troublesome. So, oh, there we go. I think we're back good. We're good. Okay, we got 55 seconds worth of burn that we got to make. I'm gonna get down to about 2 minutes until our node. And then we're going to start our burn there just to be safe. Okay. We're at about 2 minutes. We're going to move up to our maneuver node, or our marker on our nav ball here. Ooh, this is not aggravating. Very stressful. All right. We are... Oh, man, we're looking so good right now. This is awesome. Moho is like one of the hardest planets to actually get into orbit around, too. If I do remember correctly, it's probably one of the hardest because you can't actually aero brake around it, and you'll be coming in, and like we just saw, we would be coming in at about 7,000 meters per second, or 7 kilometers per second. So, I mean, I'm fucking happy as a clam right now. I mean, it's looking like we're going to get into orbit. We've got plenty of fuel left. I think I might actually get low and try to get into the lower orbit of Moho, maybe. You know what? Let's take a look at our Mr. Goo just to see what it has to say. 24 science. That's just not a lot, which bums me out. All right, we gotta move a little bit here. There we go. All right, are we in orbit yet? Holy crap, we're in orbit, guys. We are in orbit. And we're pretty close to it. What's the word I'm looking for? We're pretty damn close to a polar orbit. We still need to get into a polar orbit, so we need to go out to our apoaps and adjust. Actually, you know what? We might be able to do it like here-ish. Let's see if we can get into a polar orbit here. Okay, that's gonna not be what I want it to be. Go back this way. I mean, that looks pretty damn close to being a polar orbit. 401. It's only 231 meters per second burn. So let's do that. Let's see what happens. 50 seconds of burning. I'm sorry that I don't do this in post-commentary, but I really don't like doing post-commentary. All right. Let's actually just wait till our node, which is in, a couple minutes, which we can fast forward through. Whoop, don't want to overdo it. Overdid it. Fire those engines as quickly as possible. This thing does not like to stay where I tell it to. It likes to kind of wobble off center. But all the thrust it's all symmetrical, so I don't know why it doesn't like this. It's a cool looking satellite, if I do say so myself. I'm actually going to take a screenshot right here. Yay, screenshot, Moho. Woohoo! Alright, let's take a look at our map, see where we're at. Getting pretty damn close to where I want to be. Take a look at our fuel. We still got 1,000 units of xenon gas, which is awesome. Oh, might have overdid it a little bit. Let's get rid of that. That looks like a pretty solid polar orbit, if I do say so myself. So what we'll do is we're going to set this into a, I think it's a what's the word? I think it's a 200 kilometer orbit. Hold on, we can analyze data. It doesn't actually do anything. Can we start a scan? See if that does anything for us? Maybe analyze data now? No, still not doing anything. How about now? Nope. It's probably because it says we're too high. Let's take a look at our other satellites really quickly and see what kind of orbit those things are in, just because I don't remember how high we actually need to be to, we're in orbit, so I'm actually going to tab and go to the moon and see what our SCANsat at the moon is doing. 250. Okay, so we can do that. Let's go back to our satellite here. Moho, SCANsat Moho. Okay, so we need 250. So we need to bring that down to 250. And we'll just go to like right about there. Flip this sucker over so it's pointed retrograde, so we can bring our periaps down to 250 kilometers. Right there. Man, these xenon engines are actually pretty freaking sweet, if I do say so myself. All right, let's just slowly burn until we get down to 250. That's good enough for me. Let's fast forward again down to our apoaps. Oh, there's our timer. Okay, let's see if we can get into a 250 kilometer orbit. Parking orbit. Okay, this is going to take a little bit longer, so we'll give ourselves a little bit of room here. Go retrograde again. I'm going to get this thing into parking orbit first, and then we'll call it an episode. I don't really want to call the episode until we're in a successful parking orbit. Looking good, guys. We are looking good. Come on. We're almost there. How much fuel do we have left? Still over almost 900, actually a little over 900, we're going to have to adjust our peri-apps again. I just want to bring our apo-apps down. Okay. Some more adjustments need to happen. There we go. Where's our retrograde marker? There it is. Burn again. 251. 250. Let's fast forward to the other side and bring our peri-apps back up, rather. Oh, a little too far. But we are facing the right direction. Oh, come on. Oh, 250, 250. We are in a parking orbit, polar orbit around Moho, guys. Holy crap. We did it. We did it. All right. That is awesome. I am super happy about that. Let's actually just get a nice little screenshot here. The sun and Moho and the nice photo here. There we go. That is pretty sweet if I do say so myself. Let's take a look at this. Let's analyze the data. It won't let us actually analyze it. Let's take a look at our map. Let's just pull up the small map. Yeah, we got a bunch of scanning to do. Because, yeah, I don't really need that. Instruments. Biome. Oh, that's so useful. Colors. Oh, look at that. So sweet. I don't know what any of those other things are, but we're at Moho, guys. We are in a parking orbit around Moho, a polar orbit. So we're going to do some scanning and find all the anomalies and all the fun stuff on Moho, and we will continue this next episode, guys. So thank you so much for watching. I do really, really appreciate it. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss an episode of Kerbal Reach. And hit that like button, too, if you like this episode. It does help me out with the YouTube search rankings and all that fun stuff, so other viewers like yourself can find these videos. And thank you all so, so much for hanging out with me today, and I will see all of you next time.